Full Young, and the Restless Spoilers update. Oh my god, welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is a beautifully chaotic Tuesday, and I am literally filming this while running errands because I could not hold this in for another second. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because we have a crisis on our hands. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now. I am literally shaking. Wait. We need to talk about this now because my soul has actually left my body and is currently hovering somewhere over Genoa City. I am not okay. I am genuinely, fundamentally, and permanently altered by what I just witnessed on my screen. I was mid-skincare, okay. I had a charcoal mask smeared all over my face, and I literally had to yeet my phone across the room and scream into my rug because the sheer audacity of this episode just broke my entire reality. I am hyperventilating. Send help. Okay, wait, let my brain buffer for a second before snapping back. Okay, back to the main event. We need to talk about Victoria Newman and Kyle Abbott. Bestie, be for real right now. We all knew this was a disaster waiting to happen. We all saw the red flags. They weren't just red flags. They were straight up glowing neon signs screaming "Do not proceed." But did they listen? No. They decided to take their little forbidden, trauma-bonded romance public. Yes, you heard me, public. They decided to step out into the light of day, holding hands, acting like this isn't the most unhinged, messy, chaotic pairing in the history of this town. I mean, Kyle used to be married to Victoria's niece, Summer. He was literally dating Victoria's daughter, Claire, and now he's with Victoria. They are officially on my do not proceed list. I am so done. But wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. I need to set the scene because the vibes were genuinely so off from the jump. Victoria and Kyle are basically parading around, looking entirely too smug for two people who are basically creating a walking HR violation and a family tree nightmare. They are acting like they are the main characters of a rom-com, completely ignoring the fact that Harrison is going to need a flowchart just to figure out what to call Victoria at Thanksgiving. Are you his stepmom? His great-aunt? His ex-girlfriend's mom? I cannot even. Oh, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but did anyone else notice the weird background noise during their little romantic stroll? It sounded like a pigeon was trapped in the GCAC vents, which is honestly so unhinged and distracting, and don't even get me started on the aesthetic choices of that lighting. It was giving straight-up interrogation room, which honestly fits the crime they are committing against my eyeballs. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. So they are public. They are officially out. And who happens to catch wind of this absolute dumpster fire of a relationship? Nikki Newman. You guys, Nikki, the matriarch. The woman who has been trying to hold her vision, her marriage, and her sanity together by a literal thread. Nikki finds out that her daughter is publicly dating the Abbott heir, and she completely, utterly, and spectacularly loses her mind. I have never seen Nikki move so fast. She marched into that room with the energy of a woman who was about to burn the entire city to the ground and salt the earth behind her. Nikki confronts them, and she is not playing games. She is screaming. She is frantic. She is looking at Victoria and Kyle like they are covered in toxic waste. And honestly, they might as well be. Victoria is trying to defend it, acting all high and mighty. Doing that classic Victoria chin tilt thing, which is honestly so unhinged considering the circumstances, and Kyle is standing there trying to look like a protective boyfriend. Which is genuinely hilarious because he looks like a lost puppy who wandered into a lion's den. Nikki tells them they have to stop. She forbids it. She straight up says this relationship is over, done, cancelled. Absolutely not happening under any circumstances. Victoria, being the stubborn Newman that she is, pushes back. She basically tells Nikki that she is a grown woman, she can date whoever she wants, and if she wants to date the guy who broke her daughter's heart, that is her toxic right. I am literally clutching my chest right now because the tension was so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. And then, oh my god, you guys, I am getting hives just thinking about it. And then, Nikki drops the bomb, the mother of all bombs, the nuclear launch codes of Genoa City gossip. Nikki screams at Victoria that she cannot date Kyle. Why? Because, wait for it, Victoria is Jack Abbott's daughter. I am deceased. I am in the ground. My tombstone reads killed by soap opera lore. Did you hear me? Victoria is Jack's daughter. Nikki screamed it at the top of her lungs. She confessed that back in the day, she slept with Jack, she got pregnant, and Victoria is the result of that one-night stand. Victoria is an abbot. Which means, and my brain is literally glitching trying to process this mathematical nightmare, which means Kyle and Victoria are half-siblings. They share a dad. They share Jack Abbott. They have the same DNA, and they have been kissing. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. I am physically unwell. I literally had to pause the screen and walk around my kitchen island 3 times just to remember how to breathe. They have been swapping spit. They have been sharing intimate, forbidden moments. Kyle has been trauma bonding with his biological half-sister. Bestie, be for real right now. How do they ever recover from this? They can never look each other in the eye again. They need to move to different continents. They need to scrub their brains with bleach. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Let's talk about the absolute cinematic mayhem of this reveal. The camera pans to Victoria and her face. You guys, she looked like she had just been hit by a freight train made of pure trauma. Her entire identity, her entire life as the Newman princess, the heir to Victor's throne, the golden child of the Newman Empire, it was all a lie. She is an abbot. She is the daughter of her father's worst enemy. And worse, she has been making out with her brother. The psychological damage is astronomical. The stakes have never been higher. This is a high-octane psychological masterpiece of a disaster. And Kyle, oh my god, Kyle, he looked like he was going to violently hurl right there on the expensive rugs. The realization washing over his face that he has not only dated his niece and his ex-wife's mother, but his actual, literal sister. Kyle is genuinely cursed. He is straight up cursed by the universe. Every woman he touches turns out to be part of some horrific, twisted family web. I am calling it right now. Kyle's villain arc is about to go nuclear. He is going to snap. You cannot learn that you've been romancing your sister and just go back to work at Jabbot the next day. But wait, hold on. We have to talk about Victor. Victor Newman was in the room. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Victor heard everything. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, Victor heard Nikki scream this confession. The great Victor Newman, who has spent decades despising Jack Abbott, fighting him for companies, fighting him for women, fighting him for dominance. Victor, who raised Victoria as his own, who molded her into his ruthless corporate successor, just found out that his prized daughter carries the blood of his mortal enemy. Victor's face was a study in pure, unadulterated horror. His mustache was literally twitching with the force of a magnitude 8 earthquake. You could see the exact moment his heart, his ego, and his entire worldview shattered into a million tiny, jagged pieces. He has been calling Victoria his daughter, his blood, his legacy. And she is an abbot. Nikki lied to him. Nikki slept with Jack, got pregnant, and let Victor believe that Victoria was a Newman. Well, actually, backtrack. Remember when Nikki originally lied and said Kevin was the dad? Nikki has been playing roulette with Victoria's paternity since the 80s, but this, Jack Abbott. This is the ultimate betrayal. I am literally hyperventilating right now just thinking about the fallout. Victor is going to destroy everything. He is going to scorch the earth. He just got back together with Nikki. They just had that weird, cringe Venice-themed romantic night with the masks and the poetry. And now this. Victor is going to throw her out of the ranch so fast she'll break the sound barrier. The betrayal. The sheer audacity of Nikki keeping the secret for decades. And don't even get me started on the vibes over at the Abbott mansion. Jack doesn't even know yet. Can you imagine Jack Abbott sitting in his living room, recovering from his stab wounds, dealing with Diane's paranoia and Patty's absolute unhinged blackmail, and suddenly finding out he has another daughter, and that his new daughter was just publicly dating his son? Jack is going to have a literal heart attack. The Abbott family tree is basically a circle at this point. I am spiraling. I am genuinely spiraling over the choices these people make. Like, what is Claire going to do? Claire just found out her ex-boyfriend is dating her mom, which is already a reason to need years of intense therapy. But now she's going to find out her ex-boyfriend is her uncle. Kyle is Claire's uncle. I cannot even. I am physically vibrating. This is the most insane, world-ending tea ever. We are not just watching this show, we are invested, and I am personally offended by how messy this is, but I am also totally living for it. Manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update. I am calling it. The Newman family is done. Newman Enterprises is going to collapse because Victoria isn't a Newman. Adam is going to lose his mind laughing. Nick is going to be so confused. Wait, Nick is still Victor's son, right? Honestly, who even knows at this point? I need a DNA test on every single person in Genoa City immediately. Besties, I have to go. I have to go scream into a pillow and reconsider my grip on reality because this situation is now my entire personality and I am not okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. And please pray for my sanity because I am straight up losing it. Bye.